Some love stories aren't loud. They don't leave a trail of headlines or public confessions. Instead, they move like whispers. Quiet, persistent, and somehow, even years later, they never leave. Today, in episode 4 of the Shipper series, we explore a pairing that may never confirm what the fans already know in their hearts. Gong-yoo and Kim Go-eun, a duo who captured our imaginations in Goblin, but left behind traces of a connection that felt too gentle, too enduring, and far too real to ignore. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications, because this isn't just a drama recap. It's the story of two people who, to this day, might be guarding a love they never meant to reveal. Goblin, the drama that froze time. In 2016, the world was introduced to Guardian, the lonely and great god, more commonly known as Goblin, a fantasy drama that redefined what K-drama could be. It wasn't just the stellar writing, the breathtaking cinematography, or the epic soundtrack. It was them. Gong-yoo, the eternal goblin cursed with immortality, graceful, powerful, and deeply sorrowful. Kim Go-eun, the destined bride, youthful, stubborn, and full of quiet warmth. Their story unfolded like poetry. But behind the drama's fantasy setting, something else began to bloom, something the fans noticed right away. They weren't just acting. They were connecting. Even in the early press interviews, Gong-yoo would look at Kim Go-eun like she was the most fascinating person in the room. He listened when she spoke, really listened. And Go-eun? She'd glance at him when he wasn't looking and smile. The comfort of something unspoken. Unlike many co-stars, Gong-yoo and Kim Go-eun never leaned into fan service. There were no over-the-top gestures or teasing comments. Instead, they gave us something more powerful, natural intimacy. Behind-the-scenes clips of Goblin showed them quietly joking, exchanging subtle glances, or simply sitting in silence together, without discomfort. Fans noticed how Gong-yoo often adjusted Go-eun's coat on cold shooting days. How he instinctively stepped between her and cameras. How he let her finish her sentences, even if it meant going off script. One particular moment stands out. During a rehearsal, Kim Go-eun began crying during a scene, unexpectedly, off camera. The crew paused. Gong-yoo didn't. He walked toward her slowly, gently held her shoulders, and whispered something only she could hear. She nodded, wiped her tears, and smiled. That wasn't a Goblin moment. That was a Gong-yoo moment. After Goblin, what didn't change? The drama ended. The cast moved on. But the energy between Gong-yoo and Kim Go-eun never faded. They were rarely seen together, but when they were, whether at press events, photo shoots, or private rap parties, something was always there. And then came the social media clue. Months after Goblin ended, Kim Go-eun posted a now-deleted picture, a quiet temple in Kyoto, Japan. In the caption, "Thank you for the time to breathe." It didn't say much, but fans noticed something curious. Gong-yoo was spotted in Kyoto that same week. No drama filming, no public schedule. Just coincidence? Or not? The rumored wedding that broke the internet. In 2023, the internet broke for a moment. Fan accounts, gossip blogs, and even international YouTube channels began circulating rumors that Gong-yoo and Kim Go-eun had secretly gotten married. There were no official confirmations, but the theory had legs. The timeline matched. Both had withdrawn from the spotlight for several weeks. Gong-yoo posted cryptic journal-like entries through his agency. Go-eun declined multiple red carpet appearances, without explanation. Some fans even pointed to a gold band seen briefly on Go-eun's hand during a live reading session, a ring she hadn't worn before. One post went viral. They didn't deny it. That's the part that keeps me up at night. The agencies offered no statements. And the rumor, instead of dying, only grew. The energy that won't disappear. Even now, almost a decade after Goblin, fans still post daily edits of the two. Clips from interviews. Overlays of slow-motion glances. Soft music. Longing subtitles. And questions left unanswered. Are they still in touch? Did they ever start something quietly? Was Goblin a love story or a reflection of something real? What's even more curious is how neither one has had a confirmed public relationship since. Gong-yu remains famously private. Kim Go-eun, equally so. They avoid the spotlight. They focus on their work. But when asked about Goblin in interviews, both still soften. Gong-yu once said, "Some roles stay with you because of the person you share them with." Kim Go-eun, asked if she'd work with him again, smiled and said, "Anytime." What if this was always real? Here's the thing. Maybe we've been looking at this all wrong. Maybe Gong-yu and Kim Go-eun were never trying to hide something. Maybe they were protecting it. In a world where relationships are dissected by tabloids and careers rise or fall based on speculation, maybe they chose to keep something sacred, quiet. Maybe their story isn't over. Maybe it never ended. Maybe it's just theirs. So what do you believe? Did Goblin give us one of the most unforgettable love stories in K-drama history? Or was the real story unfolding when the cameras stopped rolling? Drop a star if you still believe in Go-eun. And leave a lock if you think some love stories are better kept private. Subscribe, like, and turn on notifications, because episode 5 is coming next. And we're diving into the chaos, cuteness, and controversies behind BTS's V and Blackpink's Jennie, a ship that blurred the lines between privacy, dating rumors, and global fandom pressure. Until then, keep shipping and keep believing.